What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, I know this is very late, but we are seeing something extremely interesting happening with the mana prices right now that I wanted to update you all on. So hopefully posting this late doesn't mess up the algorithm, but I'm down for the risk as I think this is absolutely huge. So in yesterday's video, we were sitting right around this level here. We were talking about support, where we may find some support at, how to identify that support, and when a good buying entry would be. Well, support level number 1 was going to be at $2.94, as that was our previous level of resistance here throughout this W bottom. And I said, if we can flip this resistance into support, we're definitely looking at a move to the upside, and that's exactly what we saw. We came down to support level number 1, held it, went back up to set a new local high here clearly, which is absolutely amazing. Now, this is actually one that I took part in myself. You can see yesterday at 8:22 a.m. increase of position on mana at 324 as it started to follow the steps in today's videos. The safer bet, though, is to wait for the 4-hour close above the 786, but I'm personally going to try to get some rest and start trying to heal up, and I might miss that close if I fall asleep. I'm sick. I've been sick for the last couple of days, so I didn't want to miss the 4-hour close as I felt myself falling asleep. So I bought in at that 324 range once we started getting these big pushes to the top side of our green box at 324, and just in the span of a little over 24 hours, we're up over 8 to 9%. So you guys know, like, whenever I talk about these buys and I talk about these moves, I'm actually doing them myself. So if you actually want to see me make those moves, definitely go check out the Patreon. But what we're seeing right now from Mana is a very, very strong bullish formation happening. Now, of course, we did just see this big breakout wick in which the price took off all the way up to 360 to 365, and it's retracing a little bit, which is normal. But we're seeing a creation of an extremely bullish pattern, and that's going to be the good old inverse head and shoulders. So what we can see, of course, is that we have this left shoulder forming, this head, and we have this right shoulder. Now, the way you can identify this is by seeing two dips. So we have two dips here that tend to go down to similar levels. As you can see, we put in a low here around $3.10, and we put in a low here around $3.12. These similar levels create the two shoulders, and then if there's a dip in between them, that puts in the head. So it's an inverse head and shoulders. Now, the whole game plan behind these inverse head and shoulders is trying to find the breakout target once we clear the shoulder line. Now, the shoulder line is going to be a key level of resistance that forms these dips. Every time we dip, we come back up to a specific level, and that creates the shoulder line. And as we can see, this green line right around $3.51 is acting as our shoulder line. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the distance from our shoulder line at 350 all the way down to the bottom of the head, which is right around $2.73. And we're going to apply this to where the shoulder line is at $3.50. So once we do that, we can see here that that gives us a breakout target, a technical target, all the way up to $4.30. So what that means is that at the point in which we see the breakout of our head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders line, and we get 4-hour closes outside above 350, be looking for that massive move to the upside. One thing we can do is look at where this lies on our Fibonacci's to see if this makes a lot of sense. And as you can see, based off of this previous all-time high down to swing low, that puts us right in the middle of our 1.618 to 1.272 Fibonacci extensions. Just to say that if we clear the 1.272, we're likely coming up to this 1.618, meaning we would definitely look to execute our breakout target. So what you need to be paying attention to right now, as Mana's price has started to make some big moves to the upside, is can we get above 351? Now, if we go down to the 5-minute charts, we can see that we saw the breakout, but we're coming to backtest some support. So be looking for support to hold on the smaller time frames, and if it does, be looking at $3.51. That is the key level right now. That is the absolute key level right now. If we can get above 351, we are going to likely look to hold some support. And if we hold above 351, boom, this thing is going to take off. That is another fantastic buying entry, okay? I gave you guys this buying entry down here, and I'm telling you there's another one right here once we get that breakout to the top side. Now, since we did just see an amazing move to the upside without being able to hold it as support, on the smaller time frames, we could be looking at some type of retracement or some type of even possible pullback in which we have to go up, go down and set a higher low. But overall, I am expecting that now that we've cleared 351, that window is open. And you guys know my saying, once we break the window, we're able to get in it. Even if it cuts us, even if it hurts us, it's now open. And once we go through it again, we're gone for good. And I'm looking forward to seeing that Mana finally makes that move and is gone for good. Now, kind of looking at some of our RSIs and our indicators here, just kind of pulling them up to see where we are. We can see this absolutely beautiful bullish cross happening on the MACD, as well as our RSI seeing some fantastic higher highs, kind of canceling out any type of potential bearish divergence. All of this to just go and say that things are looking absolutely fantastic. And I do believe that once we get above 351, remember that's the key level. Once we get above 351 and we hold support, that's another thing. We've got above it already. We need to hold support now. Once we do that, this thing is gone with a breakout target as high as $4.30, which could be some absolutely amazing growth of another 20 to 25%. So keep a very, very, very close eye on these levels, people. Keep an eye on these levels. Look for the support establishment on the hourly charts above 351. Once we have that, that's a fantastic buying entry. Mark my words. So with that being said, of course, I will see you all very soon in the next video. I hope you guys don't mind this bit of a later upload, but this is really urgent. So I wanted you to be able to see it ASAP. So if you didn't mind, please let me know by smashing that like button, and I'll see you next time. Peace.